Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Welcome to meeting 11. How are you? Hope all of you are fine. Alhamdulillah. Today is our 11th meeting and we will continue our previous exercise 6.7, the formula regarding cubes, a plus b whole cube and a minus b whole cube. I think you remember that formulas a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square, and a minus b whole cube is equal to a cube minus b cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Now these two formulas are also related with a plus b whole cube and a minus b whole cube. But the difference is that instead of a, we write here x, and instead of b, we put here 1 over x. Otherwise, all the formula are same. X plus 1 over x whole cube is equal to x cube plus 1 over x cube plus 3 into x plus 1 over x. And x minus 1 over x whole cube is equal to x cube minus 1 over x cube minus 3 into x minus 1 over x. Now the remaining 4 questions we will do by using these two formula in question 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yes, come to the question 2. If x plus 1 over x is equal to 8, then find the value of x cube plus 1 over x cube. X plus 1 over x is equal to 8 and we find the value of cube. So that's why in the first step you will take the cube of both sides, x plus 1 over x and also the cube of 8. Instead of x plus 1 over x whole cube, you will write here the formula x cube plus 1 over x cube plus 3 into x plus 1 over x. And when we take the cube of 8, 8 into 8 into 8, the answer will be 512. 512 is equal to x cube plus 1 over x cube plus 3 into x plus 1 over x. But we know the value of x plus 1 over x already given is 8. So instead of x plus 1 over x, we will put the value of 8. 3 into 8 is 24. 512 is equal to x cube plus 1 over x cube plus 24. We shift 24 to the other side, 512 minus 24, and this will be equal to x cube plus 1 over x cube, and our required answer will be 488. Students, you must learn how to put the values in the formula. If you know this technique, then these exercises will be easy for you. The previous one, this one, and the next, all the exercises. But you know that what is the value of x plus 1 over x, and where we put these values, what will be the cube, how we can take the cube or the square of the numbers. Otherwise, only you see the screen and you said that to understand this, it will be difficult for you when you are doing the question by yourself. Yes, come to the next question. X minus 1 over x is equal to 3. Now in this question, we will apply the formula of minus because x minus 1 over x is given. Again, we take the cube of both sides. X minus 1 over x whole cube is equal to 3 cube. 3 cube means you multiply 3 by 3 times. 3 into 3 into 3. And we open the formula x minus 1 over x whole cube. It will be x cube minus 1 over x cube minus 3 into x minus 1 over x. Now again, after taking the cube of 3, we would have 27, and instead of x minus 1 over x, you put the value of 3, which is x minus 1 over x. We replace it with 3. 3 3s are 9, and the cube of 3 is also 27. This is minus 9. When we shift to the other side, this will be plus. 27 plus 9 is equal to 36. So x cube minus 1 over x cube is equal to 36. Question number 4 is also related with plus formula. X plus 1 over x is equal to 7, and then find the value of x cube plus 1 over x cube. Adopting the same procedure, we take the cube of both sides, x plus 1 over x whole cube, and also the cube of 7. You see that the cube of 7 is 343. 7 cube means 7 into 7 into 7. When we open the formula, x cube plus 1 over x cube plus 3 into x plus 1 over x, and instead of x plus 1 over x, what we will write here? 7, because in the question x plus 1 over 7, x is equal to 7. 3 sevens are 21, and the cube of 7 is 343. When we shift 21 to the other side, it will be minus 21. Subtract both the numbers, 343 and 21. 322 will be the answer of x cube plus 1 over x cube. Question number 5. X minus 1 over x is equal to 2. Then find the value of x cube minus 1 over x cube. This question is same that we have done question number 3. The formula will be same definitely. Which formula we will apply here? The minus 1. And the value of x minus 1 over x is equal to 2. Again the same step. In the first step, what will we do? We take the cube of both sides. If you will not take the cube, then we cannot apply the formula and we will be unable to find the cube of x cube minus 1 over x cube. X minus 1 over x whole cube is equal to x cube minus 1 over x cube minus 3 into x minus 1 over x. Now this formula shows that we could put the value of x minus 1 over x only in both sides. In one side, the cube of x minus 1 over x. So we put 2 and we take the cube of 2. And on the other side, 3 into x minus 1 over x. Again, we put here the value of x minus 1 over x, which is 2. The cube of 2 is 8. 8 is equal to x cube minus 1 over x cube. 3 2s are 6. Now this is minus 6. When you shift to the other side, 8 plus 6 will be 14. X cube minus 1 over x cube is equal to 14. This exercise is too much easy. Only you remember the formulas. When you apply the formula again and again, write the formula in each and every question, then you can learn it. Question number 6. This question recall you the previous formulas which I told you in the beginning of the lecture. A plus b whole cube, which is equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube, or a minus b whole cube, which is equal to a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. It depends the nature of the question. According to the values, we choose that which formula we can apply there. And also it depends on you that which factor you will make of the numbers, either in positive or in negative. Question number 1. Find the cube of the following by using formula, and the same that we have done in exercise 6.1, in which the question was find the square of the numbers. 54 is given and we split it into 50 plus 4, or also we can split it 60 minus 6, and then we find the, apply there the formula and we take the square of that numbers. Same method is here, but only we will apply here the cube, because in the question they mentioned that using formula and also find the cube of that number. Although we can simplify by taking the cube of each number directly, but in the question they bound that by using formula. So without using formula, you cannot simplify this question. 13. We convert the factors 10 plus 3, or we split 13 as 10 plus 3. Take the cube, 10 plus 3 whole cube. Now according to the question, A is 10 and B is 3. Only in the formula you replace the number A with 10 and 10B with 3. 10 cube plus 3A square B, 3 10 square 3 plus 3AB square plus 3 10 into 3 square plus 3 cube, because at the end this is B cube. When take the cube of 10, 1000 plus 3 into 10 square. Now in this term, first we will take the square of 10, then you multiply it with 9, because 3 3s are 9. When you multiply 9 and 10 square, what will be the answer? 900. Come to the next term. In this term, the square is on 3. So first we take the square of 3, then we multiply it with 30, because 3 multiplied by 10 is 30. 30 multiplied by 9 will be 270. And in the last term, the cube of 3, which is 27. Adding all the terms together, 2197. And also you can verify your answer by taking direct the cube of 13 by your calculators, and you check that your answer is correct or not. Come to the second part, 103, and it is also easy for us if we convert them into plus formula. 100 plus 3 is 103. Although there are many numbers which we can split in the form of 103, but this is easiest number, 100 plus 3, we choose that number. Again, there is plus sign, so we apply the formula of plus. A plus B whole cube is equal to A cube plus 3A square B plus 3AB square plus B cube. Now A is 100 and B is again 3. After taking the cube of 100, what is the answer? How many zeros will be there? 6. 6 zeros will be there. Then in the next term, 3 into 100 square into 3. Now in this term, first we take the square of 100, then we multiply it with 9. And the answer is, how many zeros are there? 4 zeros, 90,000. Then in the next term, the square is on 3. We multiply 3 with 100, 300, and then we multiply it with 9, because the square is on 3, 2700. And the last term is only 27, because there is no zero, only 3 is there. Adding up the terms, you got your required answer, 1092727. And you can also verify your answer by which way? Yes, by taking the cube of 103 directly with the calculator. Come to the last part and the last question of this exercise, 0.99. the number is small, it means that definitely we subtract any two numbers, and that two numbers are 1 minus 0.01. When you subtract this, you see that your answer will be 0.99. Now, according to the question, A is 1 and B is 0.01, and we have the formula of minus. A minus B whole cube is equal to A cube minus 3A square B plus 3AB square minus B cube. Now replacing A and B with 1 and 0.01. The cube of 1 is 1 minus 3A square B, 3 into 1 square into 0.01 plus 3AB square, 3 into 1 into 0.01 whole square minus B cube, which is 0.01 whole cube. When you multiply and taking cube the numbers and simplifying them, you got the answer 0.97029. And again, you can verify your answer by using calculator. When you are taking the cube of 0.01, you multiply 0.01 with 0.01 with 0.01. If you take it from the calculator, you see that in the screen of the calculator, it will be 1 multiplied 10 raised to the power minus 4. 10 raised to the power minus 4 means after the decimal you will put 3 zeros. That I done here 0.0001 in the last term. In the last term I am discussing with you the last term, that when you take the cube of 0.01 with calculator, you see that on your screen 1 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 4. Minus 4 mean after the decimal you will put 3 zeros, and then after 3 zeros you write there 1. Is it clear? Alhamdulillah, we finished this exercise. Now come to the next exercise, 6.8. Again 6.8, this is your review exercise of class 6, in which we read the statement and only we make the equation bus, nothing else. Not the solution of the equation, only we read the statement, and according to the statement we make the algebraic expression. Question number 1 is, write equations for the following statements. 5 parts are given, and be careful when you are reading the statement and you convert them into the variable, because it will be helpful for us in the next exercise 6.10 when we will solve the word problem question. And same way you will read the statement and make the equation, and then we find the values of the unknown variable. And you know that in the word problem the unknown variables are x, y, z. Okay, come to our topic. First part is the difference between father's age and daughter's age. Two numbers are given. Two quantities, I mean fathers and daughters. It means we will take two variables, one for the father and other for the daughter. We suppose that the father's age x and the daughter's age be y. The difference means you will subtract these two numbers. Difference means minus x minus y. And according to the question, when we subtract the ages of father and daughter, the answer is 26. Is mean we write there equal sign. X minus y is equal to 26. Only you read the statement, you suppose the variable, and you see if there is difference, then you subtract the number. If addition is given or increased is given, we will put their positive sign, and after is, the number is given means equal to that number. So our equation become x minus y is equal to 26. The second part, the price of 6 biscuits is equal to the price of 1 chocolate. Now in this question already the word equal they use. The price of 6 biscuit. Again two quantities are given, biscuit and chocolate. It means we again suppose two variables, one for the biscuit and other for the chocolate. Let the price of one biscuit is x, then definitely the 6 biscuits will be 6x. The price of one chocolate is y, and only one chocolate is given, and the word equal is used. It means that 6x equals to y. We got our equation. Third, in a number is added to 3 times of another number, the sum is. Again is, it means that we will use here equal sign is. We use equal sign before 25. Now what is the statement? Added. Added mean we use the plus sign over here. 3 times of another number. Again two quantities given, one number and other number. We suppose two numbers x and y. Let the one number is x and the other number is y. 3 times the number. 3 times the number mean 3x. You also can write 3y because it didn't mention that which one is the first number and which one is the second one. I write 3 times with x. 3 times the number 3x. Added mean plus. So y plus 3x is equal to 25. Or we can write 3x plus y is equal to 25. I told you is mean equal 25. So y plus 3x is equal to 25. This is our required equation. The division mean in this question what will we do? We divide the numbers. Of sum means plus, of two numbers by their difference. By means the next term will be after the division sign. The sum will be before the division sign. Their difference mean minus, is equal to 1. It means that when we take two numbers, we add them and also we subtract them. And then what will we do? We divide these two numbers and your answer will become 1. We suppose two numbers x and y. The sum of two numbers definitely x plus y. The difference of two numbers x minus y. The division of sum of two numbers and the difference of two numbers. In the question they mention numbers by their difference. By mean x minus y will be after the division sign and x plus y will be before the division sign, and the answer will equal to 1. So x plus y divided by x minus y is equal to 1. And we also write it x plus y over x minus y. X plus y is the numerator and x minus y is the denominator. X plus y over x minus y is equal to 1. The fifth part is twice of any age increased by 7 years becomes y years. Becomes, it means instead of becomes we put equal sign. Increased, we write here plus sign, increased. Twice of any age. It means that only one quantity is given. twice of any age. We suppose that x is, any age is x, twice of the age will be 2x, increased by 7. So we put here the plus sign. Twice of any age increased, we write here plus, by 7 is equal to 5 is equal to y. So 2x plus 7 is equal to y. In the question becomes not 5 years, y year is here. Okay, but in the solution I write there y. Only in the statement I write here 5 years. This is not 5, this is y years. From question 2 to 6, we find the solution of the equations. And in some question, the last 5, 6 ordered pairs already given, and we check whether they satisfy the equation or not. And in second, third, and fourth question, we will calculate the 4 solutions. Find 2 solution of the equation 2x plus y is equal to 3. Solution means you always put the value of x. It's up to you. You can take any value of x, positive or negative. And in my question, I start the values in my solution from 0 and 1. You also can write minus 1 and 1. You also can take 1 and 2. You also can take 2 and 3, minus 2 and 2. It's up to you. Y is equal to 3 minus 2x, because they didn't bound that only these value you can take. They told us that you find the 2 solutions. So if the question is in the equation is in the form of the variable, then we have infinite solution. If I take 0 and 1, my solution is changed. You take minus 1 and 1, your solution is changed. The other student take 1 and 2, the equation will be changed, the solution will be changed. So in the variable, there are infinite many solutions. So every student, if change the value of the x, then the solution will be changed. So don't worry about it that both the answers are not matched with each other. Every student, if you change the value, your answer will be changed. In my solution, I take let x is equal to 0 and 1 because 2 solutions, so I take only 2 values. And always take the value of x, not the y. We always put the value of x. Let x is equal to 0, 1. When x is equal to 0, in this equation, you replace x with 0. Y is equal to 3 minus 2 into 0. When you multiply any number with 0, answer will be 0. Y is equal to 3. We have the variable in the form of ordered pairs. Ordered pair means in close the parentheses we write x and y. In the parentheses we write x and y. X is always the first number and y is always the second number. X will always be the first number. And we suppose that x is equal to 0. So instead of x, I write there 0. And instead of y, I put the value of y, which is 3. This is the first solution, 0 and 3. Now we come to the other solution. When x is equal to 1, now in the same equation, y is equal to 3 minus 2x. Actually in the question 2x plus y is equal to 3, this is given to you. I shift 2x to the side of 3. So that's why equation become y is equal to 3 minus 2x. Don't think that where I bring this equation. Okay, I solve it from the question which is given already in the question. I write y is equal to 3. I shift 2x to the side of 3 and it become minus 2x. Okay, now instead of x, I put here 1. Y is equal to 3 minus 2 into 1. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. Again, I told you, we always write the value of x and y within round bracket. These are called parentheses. And this is called ordered pair. X, y is called ordered pair. Pair mean 2. Ordered mean we cannot change the place of x and y. First we write x and then we write y. So the second solution is 1, 1. because when we put x in the equation, the value of y also become 1. Now we have two solutions, 0, 3 and 1, 1. Yes, come to the part question 3. Find three solutions. In the equation x plus y is equal to 2. Again, we shift x to the other side. The equation will become y is equal to 2 minus x. Now we need three solutions. It means we put x is equal to 0, 1, 2. Same, first we replace x with 0. 2 minus 0 is 2. The ordered pair is 0, 2. The value of x we write 0 because in the equation we put x is equal to 0 and y is 2. Next, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2 minus x. Replace x with 1, this is 2 minus 1 and y is equal to 1. Again the solution is x, y is equal to 1, 1. For the third solution, we replace x with 2. Now y is equal to 2 minus x, 2 minus 2 which is 0. And the third solution will be 2, 0. Now we have three solutions. The first one is 0, 2, then 1, 1, then 2, 0. Same in question 4. Find the four solutions. So in this question, I take the value 0, 1, 2, 3. Four solution and we take the value 0, 1, 2, 3. Y is equal to 2x. No change in the equation because there is no positive negative sign. Already y is given in the form of 2x. First you will put the value of x 0. Y is also 0. When we put x is equal to 1, y become 2. When we put x is equal to 2, y become 4. When we replace x with 3, y is 6. So we have four solutions, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6. Again, keep it in your mind that you cannot change the place of x and y. Always x will be the first number and y will be the second one. Question number 5. Now already ordered pairs are given to you. Only you will check whether they satisfy the equation or not. Whether mean we put x, the values of x and y in the equation. If both sides become equal, it means that this is the solution of the equation. If the solution, if the value is not equal to the other side, it means that this ordered pair does not satisfy the given equation. In question 5, 1, 2 is given ordered pair. It means x is 1 and y is 2. First, we check the first equation. X plus y is equal to 3. At a time, you will put the value of x and y both in the equation and see whether adding them we got 3 or not. Yes, 1 plus 2 is 3. Both sides are equal. It means that 1, 2 is the solution of x plus y is equal to 3. Second, 2x plus 7y is equal to 16. We put x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. 2 into 1 and 7 into 2. 2 multiplied by 1 is 2 and 7 2s are 14. When we add 14 and 2, 16 is the answer and this is equal to the other side of the equation. So 1 and 2 is also the solution of the other equation. Question number 6, the last question of this exercise, and two ordered pairs are given and also two equations are given. So one by one we put the ordered pair in the first equations and in the second one. The equation is given 2x plus 5y is equal to 15 and the first ordered pair is 3, 1. It means that the value of x is 3 and the value of y is 1. Now in the equation 2x plus 5, you put x is 3 and y is 1. 2 into 3 plus 5 into 1. 2 3s are 6 and 5 1s are 5. When we add 6 and 5, there is 11 and 11 is not equal to 15. It means that the first ordered pair is not the solution of 2x plus 5y is equal to 15. Now we check the other ordered pair that whether it satisfies the equation or not. In this ordered pair, x is 0 and y is 3. You replace x with 0 and y with 3. 2 into 0 plus 5 into 3 is equal to 15. 2 multiplied by 0 is 0 and 5 3 times 15. 15 is equal to 15. Equation satisfied. It means that 0 3 is the solution set of 2x plus 5y. Solution A. Solution of the equation 2x plus 5y. Now come to the second equation, y minus x is equal to 3. First we put the first ordered pair 3 1 and then we put it 0 and 3. When we replace x with 3 and y with 1, y 1 minus 3 which is equal to minus 2 and this is not equal to 3. So 3y is also not the solution of this equation. 3 1 was also not the solution of the previous equation and also in this equation. Now come to the other dotted pair 0 and 3. Here x is 0 and y is 3. When we replace y minus x with 0 and 3, we see that 3 is equal to 3. 0 3 is a solution of y minus x is equal to 3. Alhamdulillah, we finished 6.8. In the next meeting, inshallah, we will start the next exercise. There is no homework today. You have only the assignment number 2, and you will do this assignment also on your neat copies, not on any page. You mention there assignment number 2, and I give you only one question. And this is very easy. Inshallah, I think in 2 or 3 minutes you will finish your assignment and you will send me. Wish you all the best. Thank you so very much. Allah Hafiz.